What is up, everybody? You know, I always start this show off by showing love to those companies that help make this podcast possible. Hopefully, the microphone sounds better this week than it did last week. But, guys, I want to start off with my friends over at Yellow Jacket with their Vacuum Y with Real Torque Core Removal, the CRT. Guys, the Yellow Jacket Vacuum Y with Real Torque Core Removal. Save time with Yellow Jacket. With the Vacuum Y Real Torque Core Remover tool, our patent-pending integrated design features the Real Torque CRT to remove Schrader core from the system to ensure faster evacuation, while also guarantee that the system will remain leak-free. Plus, the dual path provides twice the evacuation volume. The Vacuum Y with CRT is also available in 1/4 inch 5/16 and 1/4 inch with 5/16 adapter. Guys, this thing has been slick. To be honest, I have done a piss poor job of making videos with this, but we just put in a big 10-ton. I think I shared the video, a big 10-ton system where the rooftop unit is like 2 floors above. And we pulled a vacuum using this with the 2 of the Yellow Jacket 1/2 inch hoses. And it was absolutely amazing. I truly have been loving this thing. I know there's a lot of amazing vacuum products out there. I know a lot of other brands have been making some good stuff, but I gotta say, this may not look flashy, but it's absolutely awesome. It does exactly what you need it to do. I have been super impressed by this Vacuum Y. It works great. You can use any hoses, but you can get the ball hoses that come with the whole kit. And I've really been loving this pulling the vacuum. I still use my Bullet. I've had since before me and Yellow Jacket were ever sponsored or connected. This kit down here on the bottom, if you're watching, the Deluxe Max Flow Evacuation Kit, this is going to be the kit that I'm using right here. This is what I used to pull the vacuum the other day, and it was absolutely awesome. Pulled the vacuum down in a system that long with the 1 3/8 suction and a 1/2 inch liquid line. I know some of you guys in here are doing bigger stuff than that, but for what we do, that is going to be on the bigger side of it. And we pulled a vacuum down relatively quickly. I want to say it was maybe 30 minutes or so. And we were down to, 120 microns or something like that. So I've been thoroughly impressed. Anybody out there looking to update their vacuum game, go give my friends over at Yellow Jacket a look. Look for the Deluxe Max Flow Evacuation Kit. Or if you don't need all the hoses and everything, just go ahead and go get the Vacuum Y with Real Torque Core Removal. It should be on all the local supply house shelves. If not, you can go over to our friends at True Tech Tools. Use discount code Uncensored to save 6% on your order. All right? Remember, Yellow Jacket, 75 years of expertise built into every tool. Next, guys, is my friends over at COMPANYCAM. Guys, running a business throughout these years, COMPANYCAM has been one software that has been a must-have. And to be honest, I use it so much. It actually stinks that, they've been a sponsor and I use them, and I feel like I don't even give them enough. I don't let you guys know how awesome they really, really are. Amazing. COMPANYCAM, I always say this, is the one software, no matter where I go, I bring this software with me because that is how important it is. It integrates with whatever CRM you're using. Obviously, this is all the residential guys, and I don't even care what trade you're in. If you're in plumbing, carpet, roofing, whatever it is, you can use COMPANYCAM. All right. It's going to have photo and video capture, annotations, be able to mark up the picture. Hey, the gas line goes here. I want the duct to go here, yada, yada, yada. Galleries and timelines. It's going to take all your pictures using AI. It's going to put them in the best format for you. It's going to put it together. That way you can present to your customer in a professional manner if you need that. It's going to have a project feed that is going to give, me, if I'm watching my employees, a timeline of everything that's everything that's happening as it's being uploaded in real time. I'm going to be able to know everything that's going on with that job, who took this picture, where they took it, where they were standing. Doesn't matter. I can see everything. In-app communication, if you want it between your installers and your sales team and your management team, whatever you want, it has the in-app communication. Tags and labels, you can tag everything, different pages that you can do it, and all kind of other integrations that come in. Guys, Company Cam is amazing. Anybody out there who is running a business, I highly suggest that you go test Company Cam. You can go to www.companycam.com/HVAC Uncensored, and you can get a free 14-day trial. They'll let you try it, mess with it, use it. I promise that you will like it. Just get a demo. It's absolutely amazing. If you like it after the 14 days, by using that link, they're going to give you 50% off your first 2 months and enjoy it. This is a software that I will not go without. It is absolutely mind blowing, and I don't know what I would do without it. All right. With that being said, man, go check out my friends at Company Cam and start your free trial today. On to the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless the United States, and thank you to all those men and women who defend it.
Welcome to the #1 rated HVAC podcast. If you're looking to grow in the HVAC industry, then you're in the right spot. Blue collar people talking about blue collar shit. Let's get better together. So turn up the volume, buckle your seatbelt, and let's welcome your host, Gil Cavey Jr.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. I am your host, Gil Cavey Jr. Here we are, another Wednesday, another hump night, and another amazing show. Trying to get back on the regularly scheduled program. I am going to keep doing them at 9 p.m. That's definitely working better with this craziness around here. Yesterday was a fun day. Took off work. A lot of you guys see my daughters in the background. My older daughter, Riley, it was her 10th birthday. So had fun hanging out with my girls yesterday, spending way too much money. But as long as they're happy, that's all that matters. That's all I care about. So had an amazing time with them yesterday. Hope all of you are doing good, man. Staying healthy, staying busy, love, blessed, all that good stuff. Who all is out here? Mr. Nasty was in here first, hanging out. What's up, Nasty? Mr. J, what is up, my brother? Got to get used to these different names, man. You guys are cracking me up. Froggy, what is up, my man? How you doing? Mr. C Young, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. See who we got in here. Mr. Scott, what is up, my brother? Mr. Dump Trucks. All these names, man. You guys are really making me work. Mr. Zeke, what is up, my man? Who else? Who else? Did I miss anyone? I don't think I did. What are we doing with this moderator turned on subscribers only mode? Is that you, Scott? Let's see. Mr. Neil, what is up, man? Thank you for being here, Neil. Let's see. Mr. East Coast, what is up, my brother? Thank you. Thank you. And I think that is everyone. Scott equals dump. You got that right. You got that right. It was Jason messing around. It doesn't, I mean, most of the people that come in here are subscribers anyway, so I don't think it would really make a difference, but whatever. You guys can play around. I could give two shits. Thought he clicked on the midget clown porn. You're probably right. So what is up, man? How is everybody this week? Everybody doing good? Yes, thank you. I will tell Riley happy birthday. I've always wanted to. I feel bad. I've had friends that their birthday was close to Christmas, and I saw how they got royally screwed. And I just, when she was born December 16th, which a lot of you don't know the story, the tattoo that I have on my arm right here, the praying hands, that is my grandmother. My grandmother was born December 16th. She passed away in 2012. And, Riley wasn't even thought about or a twinkle in my eye back then. And Riley was born on her birthday. So it's kind of a special day. You know what I mean? For her to be born on her great grandmother's birthday. and to be years apart. So that's a pretty cool story. But anyway, I always wanted to make sure that, Christmas and her birthday did not merge, even though they're only like a week apart. So I went nuts yesterday and started with waking up. Obviously, the elf on a shelf, they brought her stuff too. Um, so we started off early and just kind of made it a whole day thing, let them stay home from school. Went out and ate different kinds of food, and then shopping at the mall, got them to pick out all different kinds of things. So that's what I said, a tattoo. And if I didn't, that's what I think I said, or that's what I meant to say. So shut up, rookie. Stop trying to always fucking correct me, man. Can you guys see me right now? Okay. I was looking at the replay on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, the YouTube like studio, and I must have hit the button because it had it still on the other screen. So, all right, cool, cool, cool. Just making sure, just making sure. I'm gonna close this. I don't need that right now. Let's move this over and get this show started. I can see you. You guys talk about me with no pants. Yeah. I got to get my other vape fixed, man. I like that little discreet one. This one walking around like I'm blowing somebody. It's not but it keeps you from smoking as much. So whatever. I'll take it. Don't care. Got me a little rum in this Coke tonight though. I need it. I definitely need it. I need intense high. Okay, you got it. That's funny. Guys, I really, really want to obviously you guys know we take the conversation and whatever we go see. Whatever we see fit, and it just always moves around. But I really want to talk about the conversation that I know that we have probably talked about before. And the Googler, man. The Googling customer. Everybody who has that customer who, oh man, that capacitor only costs $5 on Amazon, or I found that motor, I found that igniter. And I know it's annoying. And the people that are gonna do that are gonna do that. But I'm curious, do any of you have a story of somebody doing that? And is it a friend? Is it a customer? Is it side work? I would love if you guys would put in the chat a situation where you've had is somebody's looked up the parts and said, "Hey, you're charging too much. It costs this. It costs that." And I kind of want to flip this conversation in a direction that you guys probably aren't going to see. Um, yes, it's a pain in the ass when customers do that, or they ask you to break down the invoice. Can you break this down into what the part is and what the labor is? And, you got to give them I'm a flat rate company. It's all built in together and all that kind of stuff. Some customers are a pain in the ass, and it's not going to be free. We're in business to make money. I understand it's got to be fair. But I also think that some of these people out there that are gouging people kind of created this monster that we all have to deal with, though. Some people are just assholes. We know that. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of been a little push and pull where some people are out there with these outrageous astronomical prices for stuff that are making people that are doing it the right way, kind of making us blend into them, and it's not the same. They can sit here and say it's not fair, but life's not fair. Suck it the fuck up. Um, let's see. Rookie says, "Yep, Gil sold a cap to a customer, so I made crap to install it." Yeah, it's just, and if any customers, if you happen to watch this live stream and watch this podcast, I understand that you don't want to be ripped off. I get it. But you have I want to break this down. You have a technician who is getting paid good money. Believe it or not, we make good money in this trade. And if you want good technicians, you have to pay them well, or guess what? They don't work for you. They're going to work for somebody else. All right. You have to pay that technician a good hourly wage or however your pay structure is. You got to provide PTO. You got to give them vacation, paid time off, paid holidays. Maybe you need to send that person to school or trainings. You have to give them a van to drive, a nice van, a marked van that's going to look good pulling up in your driveway. You have to give them a uniform. You don't want some slob pulling up to your house wearing gym shorts and Crocs, no pun intended, but um, an iPad. You want them to have something on that iPad that makes it easy for you to pick your options. You know what I mean? Like all these things cost money. And I feel like some customers are just ridiculous. I'm willing to work with some customers, but you're not going to get it for what I pay for it. That's just not how this works. Do you go negotiate with your doctor? Do you go into a restaurant or a steakhouse and say, man, I could go get that steak at the grocery store for $15. Why are you charging me 40? You don't. So I don't know why people feel like it is so necessary to do it in the trades. And I know a lot of people are saying it in yeah, I didn't even say that, Scott. Yeah, insurance, workman's comp, the fuel to get there. All that stuff adds up into this price. When you called, the person who answered the phone and booked your appointment, all of that stuff is wrapped into the cost. And, and say you may see like $250, $300 for a capacitor. And I know that's the most obvious one, but the company's not making as much off of that as you think they are. Most technicians that don't understand pricing, when you explain to them how it actually works, all of them say, damn, we should be charging more. Exactly. Every customer out there wants this 5-star rated business that's honest, that shows up same day service and has these nice clean techs and these nice trucks and these nice uniforms, and they do all this stuff on social media. They want all this stuff. Well, guess what? That costs money. We have to pay people to perform those tasks. So you can't be talking out of both sides of your mouth when you say that you want, I don't want to pay more than $40 for that. I saw it online. But then you also want all these other things. That's not how it works. And I feel like some of you customers out there, you're getting unrealistic. I understand. Once again, I understand that you don't want to get ripped off, but you also have to be willing to pay for the service. We have that part stocked on our truck. If we don't, then we have to go through the process of ordering it from a reputable dealer or the OEM part from the manufacturer. We're going to warranty said part. We're going to come put it in. If it's not put in correctly, then we're going to warranty that as well. Or would you rather watch a YouTube video and try to do it yourself? Go buy the tools if you don't have them. Possibly hurt yourself or damage your system. If that's what you want to do, hey, more power to you. I won't stop you. I'll tell you where to get the part at. If they sell it to you, who knows? Nowadays, they probably will. But I just go so sick of some of these customers. We had a guy go to a call tonight, and it was an igniter, a 30-something-year-old furnace. And I forget the price we gave him. And the guy was like, yeah, I found it online for $18. And my tech got a little flustered, so he called me and he asked me to talk. And I said, hey, sir, if you want to order that for $18 and do it yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. I said, have you ever changed an igniter on a furnace before? He goes, no, I haven't. I said, oh, well, the service technician that's with you has probably done several hundred, if not 1,000 of them in his career. He knows what he's doing. He can change it in no time, and he'll verify that it's working. And there's no other issues once he's done. Oh, yeah. No, that's true. Had to go through all these facts. This guy was like, you know what? It makes sense. You know what? I'll just get it through you guys. But sadly, that's not what happens all the time. And how do you guys feel? And I know not all of you are in residential. How do you guys feel about installing customer supplied parts? I'll wait and see some of your comments and I'll let you know how I feel about it. When customers are like, oh, I found this gas valve or I found this part. How much will you charge me to install it? How do you guys feel about that? Flame sensor sale. Yeah. It's funny when people replace flame sensors. I can count on one hand in 25 plus years how many flame sensors I've had to change. Okay. So I see I refuse since I'm not putting my rep on the line. Freon, what about Freon? Says labor goes up. Okay. So Freon, so you'll do it. You'll just charge more for labor. You'll give them like that fuck you price. Jay says, we don't do it unless it's a factory part that had or bought from us. Okay. East Coast says, hell no. Mr. Zeke says, nope, been burned a few times. They want you to warranty any issue. Makes sense. Mr. Young says, excuse me, sir, do you have $100 bill so I can clean your flame sensor? Um, okay. So Freon, once again, you will do it. You're just gonna mark up the labor, kind of give them that fuck you price. Is that correct? I don't want to put words in your mouth because that is kind of how I feel that I don't want to do it. Okay, Freon says if the diagnosis is right and part right, then yeah, labor cost goes up. Gotcha. Um, so it's funny. Me and one of my partners, Brian, we have different. So I am in the camp that I don't want to touch customer supplied parts. Only because yes, you might get lucky that it's the right part. Normally, it's not, or that's not even the part that's bad. So you have it's just you kind of play the odds. And normally the odds are it's not, there's something's going to be wrong. And the person who's buying their own part is probably also not going to want to pay my fuck you price. So it ends up being a waste of time. Um, so, my partner, God love him, very smart dude, says, I think we just give them a fuck you price. And if they take it, then we go do it. And I understand what he means. I do. It's just, I also see when we send technicians out there, especially now, like we're booming. Like anybody in the Maryland area surrounding Baltimore, a good service tech, a good installer looking for a job, let me know because we are booming. I cannot hire people fast enough. We are turning away work. So I say that because I only have, I will only give my technicians 4 to 5 calls a day. So I only have so many calls that I can take that we can book. I want those to be the best calls that I can possibly take. I want to take in all the factors. Is it a maintenance? Is it one of our club members? Obviously, they're going to get service. How old's the system? All that kind of stuff. I want to try to cherry pick and give them the best possible calls to be able to take. I don't want them running a call for some customer who bought their own part that we don't know if it's right. It ends up being a waste of time. Yeah, something's in my eye. Exactly, Zeke. You touch it, you own it. And you can put in all the disclaimers you want on the invoice. We didn't provide part, we provide no warranty on part, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. When that shit breaks, they're going to call, they're going to be pissed. Hey, that part you just put in, it's not working. I don't have heat, I don't have air conditioning. And you're going to say, well, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, hey, remember, we didn't put that part in. I mean, we didn't provide that part. So we don't provide a warranty on that part. Sometimes I'd even be like, hey, we'll have a technician come out, but if the part is bad, then there's not much we can do. Guess what? That customer's still going to go and leave you a 1-star review. If you guys have never ran a business and you don't understand how devastating a 1-star review is, if you have 500 reviews and you start getting say you're a 5.0 rating and you start getting a couple 1-star reviews, when you start to play the averages, it's going to start bringing you down. It doesn't take many. And if it's not legit, you got to try to fight it through Google, and you don't always win. It's not worth the fucking risk. It's just not. Yeah. Young, and people nowadays, another thing that gets me, man, is people are so quick to run to that 1-star review. Like, if a customer's not happy, like, and a company truly provides horrible service and doesn't try to take care of it, then hey, that is your God-given right as a customer to be able to leave that 1-star review. But I feel like it shouldn't be like a one and done. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And give the company a chance to try to make it right. If they don't, and they just keep blowing you off or doing something stupid and provide horrible customer service, then okay, then do what you got to do. But I'll tell you, we have this customer that I'm still in the process of dealing with. We put in a carrier system for them, and right around Thanksgiving, they had a surge in their neighborhood, ended up taking out a blower motor on a brand new system. As most of you know, surges are not covered under the warranty. I covered it. The motor from the factory, it's under warranty. It's not that old. I can't use an OEM. I mean, I can't use an aftermarket. It's a warrant. I got to get the warranty part, especially if I'm going to cover this for these people to where it doesn't cost me money to try to help them. The part's like 6 days out. The guy's not happy. I get it. I understand. It's a new system. You know, there's nothing I can do. I have to get the part from carrier. We get the part, we go out, we change the motor, everything's fine. Then they're like, "Oh, well, why didn't you say something about surge protection?" And I was like, "Sir, you were kind of beating us up over the price of the system. Like, we couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, you wanted to get this price down as low as possible. Now you wanted me to throw extras in?" He's like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense." I'm like, "I wasn't going to add add-ons when you were beating us up over the cost of the system." So then he says, "Okay, now I wanna put surge protectors on." Okay, cool. We'll put them on for you. Last week, there's another issue. They call us and ask us to go out. I ended up going out myself. I found out that before they called us for service, the wife left a 1-star review, which I was absolutely fucking furious. I mean, she just said, "Oh, this place has great ratings. Don't let it fool you." Like, went all nuts. I won't read it in case they watch this and know it's them, even though it pisses me off. Said all this bullshit. And then I go out there, come to find out it's the thermostat that they supplied that they've been messing with. Had nothing to do with the system. The guy put on a Nest and did it as dual fuel. So the heat pump and the electric heat were never running at the same time. So I made the adjustments to the Nest. I told him that have a disdain for the Nest. I think they are pieces of shit, but whatever. And I even told him, and I said, if you want me to continue to service this system and honor your warranty, that 1-star review has to come down. I don't think that's fair. And I said, if you don't want this thermostat and you want an Ecobee, I'll give you the Ecobee for free on the condition that that review comes down, because I don't think that's fair. I said, if a review stays up, then I'm going to void your warranty. You can find somebody else to service it. And some people may not like that, but that's where it's going to go. And I got to call him back tomorrow because he told me that he got his wife to take the 1 star. It wasn't him, it was his wife. He was just pushed everything on his wife, even though it is under his wife's name. Um, he told me it was down, but it's not. So I'm gonna call him back tomorrow. And yeah, very, very frustrating, man. It sucks when you go out of your way for customers and then they do some shit like that. Um, you know, people don't realize, man, those 1 star reviews take food off the table of all of us and our families, my children. And if we truly, fucked up and need to get a 1 star review, which is very rare. I mean, I'm not saying that nobody gets them, but it's rare. Mistakes happen, but we'll take care of somebody. If I have to go out and do the call myself, I will make sure these customers are taken care of. But to automatically run, we had one a few weeks ago. The guy was raving about our technician, my best technician. Guy is a fucking amazing. Can fix anything. Customer loved him. Everything was good. I even talked to the technician while he was there and could hear him in the background raving about him. As soon as he left, put a 1 star review. I called that guy. He took it down. He said, no, your technician was awesome. I just thought the price was a little high. I'm like, well, why did you approve the estimate? Oh, well, I wanted to get my heat working. Okay, well, why didn't you say something? Maybe he could have called me. We could have talked about something. So people suck nowadays, man. They just do. Yeah, exactly. It's 1 star reviews hurt, man. And the sad part is when I look at other places, I look at the 1 star reviews. And if you ever get one and it's the people and it's bullshit, the people didn't let you it's not warranted, respond back to them. Make sure there's a response. Don't be an asshole, but respond to them with facts. Because to me, that is a sign of a good company. That they don't just leave it up there and just take that punch in the face. Respond back to it. Um, but yeah, man, these people are crazy. And you work so hard and people do dumb stuff like that. It's just, but I think it's only going to get worse because we're in that social media, that keyboard warrior. Everybody can do that stuff and say this stuff behind a keyboard, and they'll never say it to you. And they just don't realize how they're affecting a business. And 95% of the 1 star reviews giving are probably not earned. They're unwarranted. Even though I'm going to leave a 1 star review, I'm actually going to shout them out. Um, if anybody for the holidays and you see a website called Hudson and Mark, do not buy stuff from this place. It's a fucking scam. My son Tyler sent me this down comforter on this website and he goes, "Hey dad, I'd love to get this for Christmas." I was like, "Yeah, buddy, I got you." Um, Price wasn't that bad. I was like, "This is actually pretty sweet. Maybe I'll buy one of these for myself." Um, so I went on the website and bought it. They took the money out of my bank account, but I never got an email confirmation, like a receipt that I'd purchased it. I'm like, I didn't even pay attention to it at first because you just buy stuff. You don't think about that. Um, like a week or two go by and I'm like, man, what the fuck? I never got anything from that place. And, so I messaged their customer service line and said, "Hey," told them what happened, blah, blah, blah. They're like, "Oh, we're really busy because of the holidays." Bam, bam, bam. I want to show you what they sent as a down comforter. Hold on. All right. So, as most of you know, what a down comforter is, it's those real thick comforters you put on, which can't come in a package this small. Okay. Man, I got a cramp. Uh, Look how thin this is. Does this look like a fucking down comforter to you? Yeah, it's a towel. This is like $200. Fucking wasted. Yeah. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. But then I went through and looked at their reviews and they are rough. So maybe that's a time that I should have paid attention to the reviews. But now it's not even worth trying to get in touch with them. Matter of fact, I want to say it was like $150 and $150 is $150, but it's not worth my time or effort. Um, you know, I was hoping they wouldn't ship anything because then I can just call my bank and dispute the charge. But yeah, I opened it up and I'm like, do I have to stuff the thing myself? I'm like, I wouldn't know the first thing. What, I just buy a bunch of fuzz and pillows and stuff it in to make it a down comforter? I'm like, this is crazy. But I might go leave me a 1-star review myself, but their shit's warranted. I don't sell people cheap blankets. Army, Navy, yeah. Let's go, Navy. We'll take it. Yeah, right. The down is $49.99 extra. Or they'll probably send back, oh, you didn't read the fine print that you need a microscope to look at. Yeah, it's just we don't send you the inside of it. Goose feathers. Oh yeah, yeah. I have to go on Amazon and find those. I'm gonna need, 8 bags of fucking goose feathers. I mean, not dicks or whatever. Stuff yours, whatever you want to stuff it with. Goose feathers, goose dicks, doesn't really matter. But that was kind of annoying. How is everybody making out for Christmas? Dude, I have this fucking cramp in my calf that is killing me. Ugh. Um, have you guys shopped for your ladies, your kids? How are you guys doing on Christmas shopping? Even though I know Santa brings it, I'm just saying, how are you guys doing on your shopping? Got to be careful because my little gremlins watch this. Let's see. And Mason, thank you for being here, man. This is the first time seeing your name in here, so I appreciate it. I don't know if you're somebody else and changed your name too. Everybody's got me all screwed up. But Mason says, I bought a really expensive goose down blanket and washed it in my washing machine, and it smelled like a wet dog after, and I had to throw it away. That sucks. Yeah. I'm trying to buy a new like I'm very anal, man. Like I'm all about, even though my girls have it fucked up right now because my bed is right there. I want a nice down blanket to put on. That's why I was kind of pumped about this, but I should have known it was too good to be true. Uh from having this vape or my other vape at night. Exactly. Go to bed, Riley. Um, and just so you guys know, and I know that's how you would spell Riley, but this is how we spell her name, just because me and my ex want it to be different. Um, oh yeah, the from smoking my vape in bed and it tipping over, the fucking juice gets on the bed and it fucking leaves a stain. I feel like a dick because I was actually yelling at my girls thinking they did it, and then I put two and two together and I was like, oh fuck, that's me. My bad. So whatever. Monica is on her own. She bought me a cig. Oh shit. I need a gun, man. Any of you guys want to buy me a gun for Christmas? I want that Legion, man. I almost pulled the trigger and then I ended up canceling the order, but nice. Well, thank you for being here, Mason. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah. What is it? The P365 Legion. Um, it's the one. It's got the compensator on it. It's pretty sweet. Hey, I'll come over. It's been a little bit since I seen you anyway, buddy. Don't you have that, Zeke? I'm pretty sure Zeke had. Don't you have a Kimber? Or no, 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 no. You don't have a Kimber. You have the S. What's the one that you have, Zeke? Well, I know you have a bunch of them. I can't think of it. 1911 is well, the 1911 is my one of my favorite guns. An X macro with a Romeo. Nice. Hey man, I live outside of Baltimore, so I'm always staying strapped. Oh, do you really? What is the other one you got? The not stiletto. I can't think of the name of it, Zeke. The one that the summer when I was with you, you said you had it. The expensive gun. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart and can't remember it. Yeah, I want a Legion. That's what I want my everyday carry to be. Staccato. That's it. I don't know why when I saw the Kimber 1911, I was thinking of that. Staccato. That's it. Now I remember. Yeah, you have to carry around here, man, especially when you get close to the suburbs of the city. You got too many knuckleheads. So normally my one little veto bag has always got my shit in it. So what was it? Okay. Yeah, I need to get that Sig. I mean that Legion. I want that. I gotta pull the trigger. I'm also trying to the things I want. I'm trying to sleeve out this arm too. Tattoos to have both my sleeves done. Um, but I'm just not spending any money on myself here lately. With all this stuff going on, I'm just trying to make sure my girls are happy, and I'm trying to make sure Christmas is like. I know it's going to be different for them with me and their mother not being together, but I'm trying to make sure that they are. I'm probably going overboard, but I want to make sure they're extremely happy on Christmas. So I don't care. I probably won't get a present if I do. That's great, but I don't give a shit. As long as they're happy, I'm happy. That's all I want for Christmas. Besides one of those legions, I want that though. Do I still have Rosie? Oh, yes. Yeah, I do. I got her twin. We're gonna go have a night together. How many of you guys actually carry concealed carry every day? Oh yeah, definitely can't have it at school. Oh, work's not. You're in Texas, man. I thought everybody, like fucking 12-year-olds, carry. Publix, yeah, that makes sense. What they don't know won't hurt them. I won't tell on you, Jay. Yeah, I've been horrible. Um, I have a Glock 19 and then I have a Glock 43X. I've been horrible. I mean, that's the ones that I will actually carry, but I want something else. I've been wanting the Legion for a while. What is my favorite brand to install? Um, I mean, to be honest, they're kind of all the same, man. I don't really it doesn't really matter to me. At my company, we do Carrier and Goodman. Before that I did Lennox. They were all pretty decent. To me, the brand is I wouldn't worry about the brand. Um, and I've always said this, more about the brand that's going to take care of you, that is going to help you help them kind of deal. Yeah. I don't think any of my employees carry. I had one. Exactly. The install that matters. I do think if you're trying to build your brand, you want to try to attach it to a reputable brand, but then again, it's all about the supply house and the brand that's going to take care of you. Can you get their equipment when you need it? Are they supplying that stuff to you? Can you get parts? Are you getting the support you need to be able for warranty or ask questions, whatever it is? That's the brand that you need. Other than that, they're all pretty much the same shit. Although I really liked selling Linux though, if I got to be honest. When I was selling stuff, uh, obviously you guys know that Carrier has the comfort, performance, infinity, but in Carrier, you can only get an inverter in infinity. What I loved about, Linux is you had the Merit, um, Jesus, um, why am I forgetting their Elite, Merit Elite, and the Dave Lennox signature. And they have an inverter in the Elite as well. So I used to always offer people four options when I was selling new equipment. And I would do probably like two Merit options. And then I would do an Elite inverter and a Dave Signature inverter. Not many people bought the Dave Signature inverter because it was so expensive, but they were like, I really like that technology. Is there something like that that's a little bit cheaper? Why, yes. I have this system right here. And a lot of times I would never get to the cheaper systems because they would go with that one. So I did like selling Linux. You know, I was able to get a lot of people into inverter technology for a good price. Um, Although if it's Carrier, that the 18 SEER 5 stage inverter is a beast. You used to be able to get that for a really good deal. But I said on a previous show, the system that we've been cleaning up here is that side discharge Goodman system. They sell it as a bundle. We've been getting it dirt cheap and able to pass that savings on to our customers, and people have been loving it. And it comes with a Daikin thermostat. You wouldn't know the difference. Yes, Elite. Yeah, I almost forgot there. Yeah, so it goes Merit is the base, Elite, and then Signature. Yeah, install Daikin and use Jay's tech support. Jay's doing the big shit, man. Can't be calling him about some residential fucking condenser. Ah, you don't forget it, man. Yeah, the side discharge system. See, Young. Kind of like the Daikin Fit. It's just Goodman's version, and we've been getting it for like dirt cheap. They sell it in this bundle. And it looks just like the Daikin Fit. It's just Mark Goodman, but it still gives you the same thermostat the Daikin Fit uses. And uh, the good well, it's Daikin, the Daikin branch. All the Goodmans are now called Daikin. Well, the local Daikin, um, we got them to win an award for selling the most of those side discharge units because we were buying so many of them. And the bundle they have, where you get the complete system, whatever you get, whether it's air handler, heat kit, heat pump, or if it's a dual fuel, whatever it is, you get the whole bundle. I said this before with the thermostat, the disconnect, the whip. And it actually gives you one of those nice ass disconnects with like the surge protector and all that shit built into it. We haven't even been using a lot of them because they're so fucking big, but it gives you all that in a bundle price, and it's pretty fucking cheap, man. And we can sell these systems still like relatively cheap and still make a good bit off of it. Profit margins is like, probably like 65%. So we're still making a good chunk and we're beating out other people left and right. So my comfort specialists have been they've been kicking ass, man. Very, very fortunate to have some awesome ones. I didn't. I'm still in my fucking work uniform. Gil's pipe is empty. Say we're almost at 10 o'clock, so I'll probably start to close this out. Anybody got anything? So I'm trying to think of the date. If I will, I'm going to do another episode before Christmas. So, damn. So next Wednesday would be Christmas Eve. So I'm probably not. Maybe I'll do something this weekend or earlier in the week because I'm probably I'm definitely not going to do a show Christmas Eve. So if God forbid any of you are tied up and I don't see you again, Merry Christmas. I love you guys. I appreciate you. So, but I'm going to try to do something again so that I can talk to most of you again before the holiday. But like I said, if God forbid I don't, Merry Christmas to you guys. Remember what the day's for. Happy birthday, Jesus. But yeah, definitely going to try to do something before then. If I did a hangout this weekend, would you guys want to join in? Keep your head on a swivel, keep your body parts and suck your balls and blah blah blah. Teach and learn. Yeah, it's so funny that you don't even know what it is. God loves you even. You're such an asshole, Scott. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If I was to do a hangout this weekend, would any of you want to hop in and bullshit and just talk? Obviously, the audio is not going out. It would just be for us to have fun. If you guys are willing to do it, I'm willing to have one. So just let me know. Just put it down in the comments. I'm gonna start closing the show out. If enough of you say yes, then I'll do a hangout this weekend, and we can just sit around bullshit, have a good time. Oh, Sammy, what's up, Sammy? So he says, Gil, another YouTube tech had a customer that needed a blower motor still under warranty. Carrier said it was 3 months out. Customer went online and ordered it in 3 days. Tech installed it, but that's tough. That is tough. That is tough. I've actually had similar situations, but yep, it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, thank you guys, man. You guys know how much I appreciate you. I love you, motherfuckers, man. I really do. I thank you guys for being here every Wednesday or every time I do a show. I hope you guys, if God forbid I don't talk to you again, Merry Christmas to you and your families. I wish you guys nothing but the best. But I am going to try to do something this weekend. I really want to do a hangout. I've been looking forward to it. So if anybody is open to that, come hang out with me. If enough people don't show up, then I'll just end it. Not a big deal. It won't hurt my feelings if nobody shows up. It's fine. I won't say anything. I'll never ask you to do it again. It's like, but with that being said, guys, remember to make sure you follow the podcast on all the social media sites to stay up to date on everything that is going on. If you haven't already, wherever you get your podcast from, make sure you leave a 5-star review. Let's try to get this podcast bumped up with more 5-star reviews. If you wouldn't mind doing that, I would greatly appreciate it. And wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, all of them, podcast is going to be out there audio wise. Your video podcast is going to be right here on YouTube. You can always go to HVACuncensored.com. You can find it all there, whether you want to do audio or if you want to go video side. That's going to take you to everything. Also, having all the different links to the podcast. Make sure, all the different links to the sponsors as well. Trying to get that updated with some of the new sponsors now. Yeah, with that being, guys, said, remember, man, keep your head on a swivel. When you're driving home, man, I want each and every one of you to make it home the same way that you left. Please be safe out there. All right. People are nuts, man. My son just got into an accident. It wasn't even his fault, and he got screwed. It sucks. His car's probably going to be totaled, but guess what? He's safe. The other person's safe. Everybody made it back home to their family. All right. That could have been worse. He's in the middle of 95 and interstate in rush hour, got spun around. It could have been a possibility that I got a phone call that my oldest son was no longer with us. And thank God that that's not what happened. All right. So be safe. Watch out for the other people on the road. Okay. I always say that. I want you to make it home the same way that you left. Driving, putting the ladder up, whatever it is, make sure the breaker's turned off. Just please, please be careful. All right. Do the little things. Set yourself apart from the next guy or girl. All right. Try to be the best version of yourself. Nobody's going to make you get what you want unless you go fucking take it. All right. Don't sit around and feel sorry for yourself because guess what that does? Nothing. All right. Be a good human. Help other people, man. Give back. If you're new, keep learning, keep asking questions. But if you know a little bit, give back to the people under you. Let them ask questions, answer their questions, be there to help guide them. We all had somebody help guide us. I'm fortunate I had my dad and those old guys. I wouldn't be where I am without them. All right. Watch people. You see changes in them. You see them showing up late, all the something like that. Hey, man, everything okay? You doing all right, man? I noticed that you've been showing up a little late. You don't seem like yourself. That may save that person's life. All right. Just do the little things, man. Just be a good human. That's all I got to say. All right. I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope you guys all have an amazing week. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. See you.
Thanks for listening to the HVAC Uncensored Podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or email us anytime at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. Now, get back to work. Shut this down. The views and opinions shared on the HVAC Uncensored Podcast may not necessarily be the views and opinions of our sponsors or guests.
See y'all. Have a good night. Love you guys.